I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold. Will be ashamed to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I... What? You do suppose there's no harm in that? If you're really sure... Oh, sir. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And...
We could make the fruit roborant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve.
What am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, now tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very... Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper. Go on, 'twill only take... If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case, but I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of location for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Tis good to be busy. Work begets opportunity. Always a pleasure.
I can imagine no one better to lead the vanguard than you, Master.
What am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now.
If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can... Very well. There is no wrong, but I shan't take up any more of your time.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
What am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis...
I see life as a journey.
This might contain useful information.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roborant, are we? Do come again.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, well, if you do pick some up...
Seems my feet always lead me here.
We've naught to discuss.
This is generally used as a material. That reminds me. Ought we not add an archer to our ranks?
Return by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on it. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
My goodness. Ah, well met. Here for some fruit roberant, are we? Always a pleasure.
We ought not tarry, but deliver what we have retrieved post-haste.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Return by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
I feel my age every time. Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding. A task that... What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village, though they're yet to cause any... I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village...
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may. There, Master! Saurians! My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there. The Arisen has been drenched! Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Time to get back to work.
Time to be heading home.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit... or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
Our task is complete.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
Most impressive, Master. That was hard won. We've got goblins! Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil. Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne. Yet, not all claims are true. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Let's hope you're not one of them. Regardless, you do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us all to views. You truly are formidable, Arisen. Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid?
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, what?
An Arisen.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the soft...
'Tis uncertain.
What? Impossible. You know as well...
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to... If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. All's been arranged. Come. Let us pass through the gate.
One must take pride in their charge.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Those recruits don't know pommel from point.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
I shall take this. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guard. Shall gladly oblige. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. No harm in digging a few.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! Might await us on the road ahead.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use. We ought to take a closer look. Fall back, and I will kill you with my magic. Wait a moment. Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy. If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound. Shall we discuss tactics now?
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Strike, I will protect you.
Certainly, Risen. How might I be of aid?
The power of such a torrent is not to be underestimated. Perhaps we could find a way to utilize it.
It's not how we use this, when. I imagine it would be most beneficial in combat. It is a foe worthy of caution. I won't say our best. Yes, of course. I see it now.
Our foe has been knocked off balance. Grab hold, drag it to the ground.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory.
Fall back! You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Good. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
The time of our parting is come. Thank you for everything, Arisen.
Please dispense with the formalities. They exhaust me so.
Sir.
No? Very well.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
You can do better than that!
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
You only need a healing. Allow me. Point right there.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? I hope to see you in the capital anon. Till then, farewell.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
What is it? Changed your mind? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in a tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we...
All my peers seem so much more
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
May this day bring delights new and old.
boots laced. I'm ready to go. Stay here with it.
Wait for the new equipment to come in.
Boots laced.